Ziegler. Aro played with St. Louis in MLS. Also St. Louis City 2, played in the MLS Next Pro Cup back in 2022. Now Philip Mayaka. Ricketts, isolated versus Jibba. Lofts and across. It was Moon who was arriving. This will scoot out for a AC Boise throw. Colin Radosov saying that there was a deflection, and that's why Boise will have the throw in.
Some of the numbers that are going to continue to kind of play themselves out this match with the way stylistically these two teams play. Final third entries, you look at them, 8 for AC Boise, 7 for Union Omaha, but AC Boise has 4 touches in the opposition box. Union Omaha has 0. So a lot of the work for Union Omaha in and around the 18-yard box, they have not been able to find that final ball, that precise pass where AC Boise able to work itself through the thirds, but also have numbers to get into the box. You see it talking to from the center official.
There's Jake Kroll with the slide tackle. Was after losing possession, and Otto Batella-Foss going down. So it will just be a foul, and Union Omaha will have possession. Fans of Athletic Club Boise, scores 3 goals, you win. Athletic Club Boise has partnered with Restore Hyper Wellness to provide you with a $25 gift certificate. Head over to either the Meridian or Boise location to redeem. Big time opportunity if AC Boise was to score 3 goals. We are just past a quarter of an hour. Neither side has really got a foothold in this match up to this point. That's to be expected because of the defensive prowess. Lusu, big ball down the line. Cole will let this roll out for a Boise goal kick. Athletic Club Boise has been a very good team at home this season. So despite their last loss to Forward Madison 5-1 on the road, they did get a win last time they were here against Richmond 2-1. Results in 6 of 8 matches. So it does not matter if the big bad Los Bujos are coming in. AC Boise is not going to be afraid. This is Moon in control. They'll work back. Adams. This rolls out. Colin Radosov. Sauntering. Colin Radosov, a very good referee, the 2023 USL Referee of the Year. And also was the referee for the final MLS Next Pro back in 2023, so you know he's going to have a good handle on this match.
I feel like we've hit the trifecta. We have 2 teams that want to play football, want to operate in a fashion that they use the ball to create their advantages, and obviously you highlighted the center official and what he brings to this matchup.
See, a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction. Moshevan was going to ground through a tire. And you see, he's not too pleased. Felt like there was some contact rather. Actually, he looked like he was trying to change a tire himself.
He was signaling that he was.
First season for AC Boise. Coach Nate Miller talked about it in an interview with the local media, just how important these supporters are, how they actually provide a tempo for the team, and how AC Boise feeds off that tempo. And that is why they have been so successful at home. It makes sense when you have such strong supporters. This comes to New Hoop. He is the longtime goalkeeper for Union Omaha. Two-time champion with the Owls.
Former USL League One Goalkeeper of the Year. He is experienced in every phase, can control set pieces, obviously involved in the build.
Trying to head this towards New Hoop. Into the Brinks Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on screen and enter today. 21st minute of action, long ball down the line. It's controlled by AC Boise. Siobhan can't keep possession, and now he's down again, holding at that left ankle. Siobhan, signed as a rookie way back with the Lansing Ignite under Coach Nate Miller. Followed him along to San Diego Loyal, where he had some great seasons. And he told the story of just the trust that he has in Coach Miller. And didn't know if he wanted to come to Boise, but he trusted Coach Miller. And that is why he's here, and he's enjoying it in his first season. Ball pulled back to Josh Yarrow, assessing his options. He'll work back to Dangler. That ball's lost. Advantage will be played. This is Gavilinez. Now Gutierrez. Jibba. Diego Gutierrez. He's pushed down. Another foul. And so Pato Botello-Foss is up in arms. He is not very pleased. Felt like there should have been a foul near midfield. Something more should have come from this passage of play. Here's the first foul.
And this is the heavy touch and then the heavy tackle. The official allows play to continue. These are going to be the moments for both these teams. They want to minimize some of the counterattacking chances because you do see the immense numbers that Union Omaha can present in such a rapid rate. And then last push there, earning a deep free kick, attacking free kick for Union Omaha. And for a team that started with a lot of the momentum to kick off this match, it's kind of absorbed a lot more of that pressure now. And see if this free kick can be kind of that catapult they need to regain some of that rhythm.
So Cleaver, 2 fingers up, saying he wants 2 on the wall as he sets things. This Costigan being waved away from the free kick spot. Gavilinez and Gutierrez both standing behind it. It will be Gutierrez, and he puts it over the crossbar and into the stands.
I'm going to be disappointed with that one. Especially when you have that 6-yard box kind of covered in that sun. Put it on frame. Make Cleaver make a save. Gutierrez had his fingerprints all over the first matchup. Had 2 goals, a brace in that 3-2 win at home over AC Boise.
Gutierrez, the game-winning goal late after Philip Mayaka equalized. AC Boise had to come from behind on 2 occasions in that match. They showed resilience early in this inaugural season. And obviously, championship pedigree reigned supreme in that initial matchup. Neither side has scored here today. Neither side has been able to impose their will on the other just yet. Best chance for AC Boise was Jonathan Ricketts in the box. Ryan Jibba with an excellent slide tackle. And there, as Jibba Sent it across. It was cleared behind for a corner. So Union Omaha with a set piece in the 25th minute. There's Coach Candela giving instructions to Gabriel Cabral, the Brazilian, through the Fluminense Academy. Tries to shield off the sun. He's playing the sun in his eyes on this corner. Ball sent in, mishandled, so Union Omaha still with an opportunity. Beaver did not get a hand to that. Now it's fired back into the area again. This time AC Boise, good box defending. Off the 1-2, ball sent back. Oshaban there. Coleman. Launches it the other way. This goes out. Fourth row. Turn to CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, July 1st for a USL League One showdown. Spokane Velocity FC hoping to speed past the formidable Flamingos of Forward Madison FC at 9 p.m. Eastern. Catch all the action on CBS Sports Network July 1st. Obviously, the Mingos keeping the best of AC Boise. Last timeout. Spokane, it's been a sensational side in USL League One. Union Omaha got the best of them in the championship a couple years ago. So that should be a fun one. This one has had a slower pace than the first matchup. It's funny, Coach Nate Miller said he didn't really feel like this match would be cagey, but it's kind of felt that way up to this point.
As you have both teams kind of evaluating what space and what opportunities are becoming available, you do feel like AC Boise has been the more threatening of the two teams. And I do think that the urgency you've seen from AC Boise has presented that threat. And Union Omaha, they've done it collective possession like this, but once they kind of hit that final third, they kind of sputter out, misfire. You just don't know if coming off of two matches where you've been held with 0 goals and limited in what you've seen production-wise, are you kind of forcing the issue? Are you kind of questioning yourself in some of those scenarios? Sputter out, misfire. You just don't know if coming off of two matches where you've been held with 0 goals and limited in what you've seen production-wise, are you kind of forcing the issue? Are you kind of questioning yourself in some of those scenarios?
There's also the added aspect of being on the road, being in unfamiliar territory, being on a new surface. And how many coaches say we want to go on the road and we want to assess things first before kind of really going out there?
100%. And what also presents such a fascinating aspect to this, these are two ambitious teams. I mean, two ambitious clubs, organizations. Union Omaha continues to be one of those teams always at the top of USL League One. AC Boise has come into this league really stating what their obvious intentions are is to compete at the highest level. So two groups that are coming off tough results and want to show that championship, not only pedigree, but that DNA. And to the point you were just making, for Union Omaha, you go back on the road where you've now just suffered 2 straight losses. Now you're on the road for a 3rd straight game. And how do you get yourself into this match? How do you get yourself a foothold into what dictates and defines this matchup? It's going to be key for this group.
Union Omaha, despite their back-to-back losses, still have a result in 7 of 11. There's a reason why they're at the top of the table. The ball centrally. This is Nick Moon. Evades a tackle. Moon can't lay the ball off to Costigan. Union Omaha coming the other way. Gavilinez, watched by Josh Yarrow, runs out of real estate. There was a moment for AC Boise that goes awry.
I mean, that was just such class defending by Jibba. The ability to have that strong recovery speed, but that mobility and then the positioning to cut off that pass and the timing. That was a good breakthrough from AC Boise. Get Nick Moon driving into that space.
Minutes gone. No score between Union Omaha and AC Boise. Union Omaha, a team that has been at the top of the table coming into today. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is the every step of the way. Visit us at us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Continuing the point on Union Omaha, 9 wins coming into today. Champions in 2021 and 2024, 3-time Players' Shield award holders. They are the blueprint. Coach Kendala saying that the reason why there's just reloading and not retooling is simply because they try to find players that not only fit the system, but players that might have been overlooked in other areas. It feels like the attractive style of football that they play really helps those players to shine. We've seen that with Diego Gutierrez this season, Monterey Bay. Not a lot of goals, but this year, 6 goals in all competitions. Tracy Boise on the flip side. Coach Miller crafting a team for the 3rd time. Whether it was Lansing Ignite, San Diego Loyal, he knows what it takes to build a team from the ground up. Talked about this opportunity. Really mentioned that it was the right opportunity for him at the right time.
Well, both these organizations get with their head coaches is familiarity with the USL and familiarity with what it takes and the identity that you need to not only make a run one season, but have that sustainable success where you just continue to stack performances. And you see Candela getting an explanation from the 4th official. I love the question that you asked him in pre-match call about when you step into this head coaching role, kind of who do you lean on for advice? And
Hato Patella-Foss was on the doorstep, and I don't know how that doesn't find the back of the net here.
Good work here, and then late arriving run. But just, we've seen big plays defensively in both boxes. Just a tremendous play by Cleaver, cutting off the angle, making himself big.
This is Adams, wide to Moon. So Moon quickly closed down. Good defending there by Gutierrez. Coach Kendala talking about his profile, physicality, something that really helps out. This ball in no man's land, so Jibba anywhere works. Open something up, but Patella-Foss can't keep control. Angler. Kroll.
This is an element that could present itself for both teams, is who gets casual in a moment on the ball. Can you turn them over in a progressive area for two teams that like to see the ball side to side, but also side to side with that purpose and that intent to create and generate space? you do see some of these passes kind of going astray in moments, and can you counteract that with some numbers going forward, hit them in transition?
Once again, the attack fizzles out going into the 18 for Union Omaha as Cleaver clears that away. Here, the fans chanting, "Let's go Cleaver," after that good defensive stop by the goalkeeper. Jonathan Cleaver from Grand Rapids, Michigan, making his 11th appearance of the season, and he's looking for his 3rd clean sheet of the year. Falls to Ricketts, Mayaka. And once again, control and patience for AC Boise. Kroll. Moon on the half turn, can't keep possession. Oh, he wins it back. Moon sizing things up, shove from behind, and play on is the decision from Colin Radosov. The River Guard not going to be too pleased with that. Union Omaha racing the other way now. Botello Foz picks out Jibba, controls, does Ryan Jibba, but he shanks the shot, and that will bring some happiness to the fans here at Athletic Club Boise Soccer Stadium.
Yeah, action in both boxes. Here, good win from Nick Moon. The ability to stay with it, committed to getting himself back on the ball. Tackle here. And then the quick transition outlet for Union Omaha.
Once again, Jay Kroll begins things. Moon comes deep to pick this up. Moshaban switches the point of attack. Ricketts. Former Clemson Tiger Philip Mayaka tries to thread the needle to Among. Not enough weight behind that ball. And then Josh Yarrow commits the foul, as Pato Botello Foss is holding at his head. Botello Foss arguing that there was a forearm or an elbow. Colin Radosov in good position. Saw it the entire way.
I want to say this is about the 2nd or 3rd time that Botello Foss has been the subject of a foul at midfield, and just goes to say how important these transition moments are. There was still going to be a lot of work to be done there. Physicality in which that he presents, and the ability to play, hold up, and allow numbers to climb with him. See this fan base, incredible job of the organization, this community, coming together, such a special environment.
39th minute. Still no score between AC Boise and Union Omaha. Radosov blows his whistle, and Nate Miller looks on. Head man for Boise.
I do think overall, Coach Miller is going to be pleased with some of the bravery and urgency that his team has kind of showcased in this first half. Nothing has paid dividends quite yet, but continue to play with it. Now it's about that influencing what the 2nd and 3rd actions are offensively. That's where this game is going to continue to tilt, and we've seen Jibba defensively make a big play. We've seen Wooten make a big play for Union Omaha.
Nearing halftime, Tumi Moshaban set to send it back in, and now he'll drop and let Nick Moon do the honors. Former teammates at San Diego Loyal. Multiple players from the Loyal days here as the River Guard watches on. Yarrow Mayaka. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. 41st minute. AC Boise, Union Omaha. Battle of two teams that love to have possession. They're both top 3 in possession, top 3 in passing accuracy.
And add top 3 in goals scored. So all those numbers, you see a lot of it, some of the storylines that you see in the game, regardless of what league or what level, those numbers sometimes don't always have the equivalent or narrative of production. And for both these teams it has. Now, Charlotte Independence have just steamrolled with 31 goals scored, 22 from Union Omaha, so they sit second place, and then 20 for AC Boise. Good outlet ball here for Union Omaha.
Los Bujos on the attack, and good defending there by Jake Kroll. AC Boise ready to run the other way. Moshaban just saw 2 close him down. And Rashid Nuhu there before it rolls out for a corner.
I just think that's a great example of where both these teams are excelling. They are doing a great job of kind of probing in a lot of attacking moments, but also being structured defensively and being prepared to deal with some of these transition moments, but also when they get broken defensively with the pressure they present, to get themselves back into second and third plays, influence that action defensively. And that's why we sit here at 0-0, because I don't think a lot of it is both teams could be better with the ball, and I think both teams will admit that. But I also don't think that it's been anything that has gotten away from them on the ball. I think they've just both met good defensive plays.
These are 2 strong defensive teams. They want to get in your face. They want to close down the space. Don't want to give you chances to pick out passes. Gutierrez. Tequila. Back to Owusu. Tequila. Gutierrez. Top goal scorers on this team. McMoon intercepts that. Josh Yarrow. Jonathan Ricketts. Very patient. Nothing's there immediately. AC Boise's not going to rush. 44th minute of action. Move towards halftime. Either side is going to set the world on fire in this match. And we expected it to be up and down. This match has had that in moments. But also we expected it to be strong in defense for both sides, and we've seen that as well.
And we expected to see some ebbs and flows. It was the mid portion of this first half that I had mentioned the touches in opposition box heavily in favor of AC Boise as we see the attack here. But since that moment, there's been 0 touches in the opposition box for AC Boise and 6 for Union Omaha. So that's going to be the give and take that we're going to see from this game. Hear it from a lot of coaches that every match is going to give you something, but every match is going to take something from you. Good play in.
Moshaban trying to track this down, but Owusu cleared it away. It was Nick Moon who threaded the needle. Rather, Mayaka who threaded the needle for Moon. And Nick Moon just could not take it around Rashid Nuhu. And it shows you right there just how quickly AC Boise can turn it on, because they have the players, they have the quality to make these connections.
And then also emphasizes what we were talking about, the defensive portion for both these teams. I mean, both goalkeepers already have had to come out and present themselves in a fashion that minimized and completely negated an offensive threat.
Kostashin. Mayaka.
Ladies and gentlemen, stoppage time is brought to you by Diamond Heating and Cooling. According to the fourth official, there will be a minimum of...
There is a tackle and a yellow card coming out for Charlie Adams. A tactical foul for sure, as the break was on for Omaha, and Charlie Adams, a veteran, he will take that. That yellow card was presented by Diamond Heating and Cooling.
One of these spells of possession for AC Boise that you get good numbers in the attacking third, and Charlie Adams knew exactly what he needed to do. He needed to blow that play up.
As we near our full minute of our minimum of 1 minute of added time, our stoppage time is also brought to you by Diamond Heating and Cooling. Now it is on Colin Radosov how much time we have left, and there is the halftime whistle. So no score between Union Omaha and AC Boise after 45 minutes of play. There were moments for both sides, just not the final product just yet.
Yeah, it almost seems like both sides need to flip what they're looking for, because right now Union Omaha presenting the numbers in the attacking third, but lacking some of that decisiveness. AC Boise having that decisiveness, but not necessarily collective in a lot of those moments. So can you get some more numbers in the attack? Can you climb the field collectively? That's going to be key.
Well, we are in the capital of Idaho, and the River Guard is always on top in regards to their supports. Athletic Club Boise, Union Omaha, no score after 45 minutes. Halftime is next.
Every business has a story. Maybe you're just getting started. Maybe you're expanding. Maybe you're ready for a fresh start with a bank that truly cares about your business. We're Banner Bank, and we want your business to succeed, to stay competitive, to get to the next level. And we have a long history of helping businesses just like yours. Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking.
And it's a good afternoon on this beautiful day for Premier League football.
And all of my friends, let's come together and pray in. Cutting ball with the bosses. Cutting ball with the
Guinness, official beer of the Premier League.
You want more than care. You want a partner who hears you. Bring it. At St. Alphonsus, we listen to your story, your concerns, what makes you, you. We connect the dots, catch what matters early. Not just today, but for the long haul. Checkups are just the start. We're here for every chapter. So, bring it.
From the beginning, Idaho has been home. Since 1968, we've stayed true to what matters most. Hard work, local ranching, and exceptional beef. As pioneers of American Wagyu, we're involved every step of the way, from ranch to table. Unforgettable beef, done right, by people who care. Snake River Farms, proud supporters of Athletic Club Boise.
Welcome back to Athletic Club Boise Soccer Stadium. Right now it is halftime between AC Boise and Union Omaha. The Experience is a video docuseries that shows the history, passion, and community of the USO clubs and their supporters groups. The latest episode showcases League One's newcomer Athletic Club Boise and their support group, the River Guard, and is available on youtube.com/USL on May 9th.
I think Idahoans have been clamoring for something that is theirs.
Feel a big sense of responsibility to do this right. You only get one first season.
For me, without soccer, it's like there's no air. Having it here, I feel like I can breathe again. Boise's never had anything like this.
Before the World Cup can begin, 48 national teams need a home. And home is a lot more than a practice field.
They wanted a beautiful grass field and in a sort of secure facility with great access to gyms and all the other pieces around.
Dan Rutstein had the honor of handing the keys to Orange County SC's entire facility to the U.S. men's national team. Why does it matter to you to have the U.S. national team at your facility?
Look, if you can't get excited about a World Cup, then we shouldn't be in this business. It's obviously an enormous opportunity. We're happy for them, it's a great facility. We're happy for us, we're happy for our fans, so we can be talked about in the same breath as the home nation in a home World Cup.
Orange County is joined by the Oakland Roots, who will host the Australian national team, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies hosting first-time World Cup team Cape Verde. When clubs spend multiple weeks in one building, the facility must accommodate an entire support system, not just the players. In a large country like the United States, travel can take a toll. Cape Verde's Tampa home sets up short flights to Atlanta, Miami, and Houston for its group matches. Australia will play matches in Vancouver, Seattle, and nearby Santa Clara. The U.S. team's longest journey is Seattle, sandwiched between two group matches in Los Angeles. But as the World Cup takes place, it's business as usual for the USL Championship. For Orange County, a worthwhile temporary adjustment.
We're still training next door. The short-term pain of being not allowed to use our stadium for the medium and long-term gain of working with the US national team, we could never say no to an opportunity like that.
Still loose and driven home. AC Boise strike first. A wonderful opportunity, and it is Knoxville.
Now and then, you need to stop and smell the roses, or the leaves, rocks, trees, sticks, and that one tree again.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
¡Espectacular! Hay mucha fiesta, señor Martino. Hay sed de revancha, doctor, pero falta gol. Necesitamos esperar a Hugo. ¿Hugo Sánchez? Sí, tira para adelante. ¿Quién maneja? ¿Un futbolista? ¡Llegamos por fin! ¡Ay, bendito sea el chaparro, doctor! Hugo, ¿regreso a las canchas? ¿Algún consejo?
Sí, confía y cree en ti.
¡Ey! ¡Vas al norte! A donde me dé la oportunidad, pero listo para dar el paso. ¡Listo, vamos!
This is your moment.
We all have goals. But let's be honest. Most of us aren't going to be professional athletes. But if your goal is to finish your degree, we can help. Come to a university that puts your goals first. Bellevue University, your partner in finishing goals.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years and counting. And Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough.
welcome back here to Boise, Idaho. Athletic Club Boise and Union Omaha 0-0 at the break. This is not the only matchup going on tonight in USL League One. Other matchups have come to a close. As you see, Fort Wayne getting the victory over Richmond. And also of note, Ford Madison, back-to-back wins now in league play.
Yeah, and AV Alta, I mean, they just continue to climb the table. 2-1 win over Greenville Triumph. Corpus Christi, if they pull off the result, the 3 points tonight, which it looks like, Sarasota Paradise was on a run of its own, but Corpus Christi has climbed itself right into the playoff discussion. And Spokane Velocity losing right now to 1 Knox, and if that scoreline holds, then 1 Knox will put themselves closer to Union Omaha, but Spokane Velocity could possibly be jumped by AC Boise depending on the result tonight.
Yeah, so coming into tonight, 2 through 8 differed by just 6 points, and so if you can get all 3 points in a matchup, that becomes huge, especially at this point of the season. Now it's time for our halftime update as we roll right along here at halftime.
It is halftime in League One. We'll get back out to the second half in just a bit. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with some of the headlines from the week. Charlotte Independence continued its hot streak last weekend with a 4-3 win over FC Naples. That's 7 League One victories in a row, 10 straight unbeaten in all competitions. Golden Boot leader Luis Alvarez has led the charge with 8 goals and 2 assists during that stretch. AV Alta heating up as well with its 1-0 victory over Spokane Velocity. The club is now unbeaten in 7 straight League One matches with just 2 goals allowed in its last 6 games. Last week, Sarasota Paradise acquired League One living legend Emiliano Terzaghi, and he contributed immediately with a goal in Sarasota's 2-0 win over Union Omaha. From 2020 to 22, Terzaghi made his name with 3 consecutive League One Player of the Year awards, the Golden Boot in each of those seasons, and a Players' Shield with Richmond Kickers. He now owns 63 regular season goals in his League One career. Upcoming national spotlight games in the championship and League One. Wednesday the 24th, Colorado Springs and San Antonio on ESPN2. July 1st, Spokane and Forward Madison on CBS Sports Network. And the next day, AC Boise and 1 Knoxville on ESPN2. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
sigyang ini. Ato siya.
in behind. Monterey may have the numbers there in order to clear that away. Positive play and spell of play continues, however, for El Paso. Frustrating for Monterey Bay, who had so many good chances early on in the match. They're now having to really work hard to stop El Paso from scoring. The thing about these two teams is they're both conceded a total of 22 to the highest in the West. The difference is the Monterey Bay only scored 13 and El Paso scored 23, which is also the highest in the West. So they've conceded a lot. El Paso have scored even more. Monterey Bay have conceded a lot and not scored that many. So looking at the two very porous defenses, but so far the goalkeepers and defenders have been on top. The only team in the USL Championship that has scored more goals coming into the night for El Paso was Blue City. That challenge and decision moves against Nakamura and Monterey Bay. El Paso get the free kick. Look there. It's a little bit late. Makes a connection, so he turned around and said, what? It certainly is a free kick. Just be a little bit careful when you come into tackles. Even if you win the ball, you're not allowed to follow through and connect with the player. For some people, it's the best mascot. Right there. Love it. Trying to get the crowd into it here. We're into it for the first 20 minutes, but the El Paso possession has simmered down. The automatic stadium faithful here, at least for the moment. Elijah Paul tries to lead Monterey Bay foe. He's had a really positive first half. Always double team towards the byline here. Spins, trying to get the cross in.
Make that clerical note. 51st minute. First big opportunity for AC Boise. Adams does not beat the wall. To the goalkeeper, Cleaver. And now Kroll. Ooh, in the back heel. Moshaban wins another free kick. Coach Kendala, he's showing the fourth official what he believes just transpired. But Colin Radosov giving another foul.
No, I was just talking about Botello Faz on Union Omaha side. Moshaban has been fantastic in his ability to recognize and put himself in a position where he's either getting around a defender or putting them in a position where all they have is the option to foul. And you get Charlie Adams back on the ball, and that wicked shape he could get off this left-footed delivery.
The St. Alphonsus free kick whipped in. It'll skip off a Union Omaha player as Ricketts was arriving, and a corner coming. So this corner is brought to you by Truly. AC Boise starting to get that foothold that they were hoping to find in the first half to start the second half.
And three different dead ball scenarios for Charlie Adams. You get the deep free kick, you get the kind of mid-delivery, now you get a corner.
Adams whips this ball in, doesn't beat the first man.
And unfortunately, that ended up being kind of the storyline for all three, as you can see the frustration from Charlie Adams. The deep attacking free kick hit the wall. The deeper free kick cleared by the first defender, and then that corner, same thing.
Moon slips this ball in. Now Among, shoulder to shoulder, and that will be a goal kick. Good defending there by Brent Coleman. And that's the funny thing sometimes when you see two very good attacking sides, two teams that like to have possession. They also defend well, so it could either be high flying or it could be a very calm, slow pace, slow burn type of match.
Yeah, it's such a great point because you tend to see it so much with teams that do value the ball, and obviously transition teams as well. But when you could be class in both boxes, that's where you excel. And that's where both these teams want to be solid, and they want to be difficult to break down, but they also want to be that attacking presence.
Kroll, nice little ball over to Adams. He can't connect with Kostashin. Gracie Boise and Nate Miller, he said that our attacking is better when we're defending better, and our defending is better when we're attacking better. And after falling 5-1 to Ford Madison, they wanted to be better in all areas. They have been that today here at home. Now have to defend Diego Gutierrez.
And the next upgrade for AC Boise would be the clean sheets, because they haven't had a clean sheet since May 13th when that 2-0 win over FC Naples here at home.
Jibba fires this ball in. It'll skip off. Nick Moon will let it roll out for a deep throw in the defensive half for AC Boise. And also for Coach Kendall, his team giving up back-to-back matches in which they fell 2-0. They're not only looking for a clean sheet, but to find the back of the net after not scoring in 180 minutes plus coming into today. That is unlike Union Omaha. They score in bunches and now have a deep throw in.
And in that recent matchup at Sarasota Paradise, outshot Sarasota 17-12. There's really 2 second-half goals conceded that doomed Union Omaha.
Slick ball to Among from Moon. And now AC Boise on the attack. Moshaban, gorgeous ball to Among. Kostajin trying to control. Moon on the counter press, wins possession, trying to slither through. But again, just too tight of quarters. And that's going to be a foul by Jake Kroll. So Gutierrez needing some time to return to his feet after this foul by Jake Kroll.
And that's that pressure immediately after getting dispossessed. Kroll climbs the field, himself in the attacking half to negate what Diego Gutierrez is able to accomplish on the ball.
Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. 57th minute of action. Gutierrez commits the foul on Charlie Adams near midfield. Did not have the expectation that one goal might be the difference in this match, but as it has wore on, one goal could be humongous for either side. You mentioned it at the top, Eric. Whoever scores first is really going to take a stranglehold on this match. That's why these teams have been so tight defensively. Mayaka not connect. And here comes Union Omaha. Jibba. They will switch to Owusu. Gutierrez threads the needle. Udati wins a corner for Union Omaha, their first of the second half.
When you're a team that feels like you've asked a variety of questions on the ball in transition, this is where you're going to want to present a big challenge to your opponent, get the numbers, make first contact, and put yourself in a position where you can then own or control that second or third action.
Gavilinez, lofted ball, easily brought in by Cleaver. He hits the back of Moshaban. Then Moon touches it. Moshaban Big challenge taken in by Gabriel Cabral, and he will receive a yellow card. So Cabral picks up the booking.
And I know he's making the argument that this is only his first foul, but it would go back to what we saw at the end of the first half for Charlie Adams. Same premise, a midfielder looking to blow up any sort of transition play. I mean, a good touch here for Moshaban. It does seem to get away, and Cabral has good support behind him. That one defensive action being loud enough and big enough to earn a yellow.
I wonder if you've ever seen that reaction before from your kids after they make a mistake. Like, who, me? Did I do that? Have you ever seen that before?
Oh, yeah.
Cabral couldn't believe it.
You got the rolling around, and then you look up the referee.
So now, this is Gutierrez. He's been quiet today. Now is one of the top scorers for this team. Now working. Tries to go between the legs of Kroll. But Jake Kroll is having none of that.
See the appreciation from Gutierrez and Kroll.
1v1 defending is something that Coach Nate Miller talked about with the likes of Kroll, Dangler, and this defense kind of getting back to the way they played early on in the year. Dangler missed some time, and so they had to switch things and kind of change things up. Now that Dangler is back, the comfortability that this entire back line has for AC Boise has been evident today.
And how important that 1v1 defending is to the way that they press collectively, because when you press as aggressively as they do, you have to have players that can win those 1v1 duels. You have to have players that will not shy away in those moments and that will win more than they lose in those moments, because when you play that risk-reward, you're going to see some big moments present themselves, but you have to put yourself in position where you can control them.
More 1v1 defending now, and Kroll answers the call once again. Coach Nate Miller said, we can't be arrogant based on the way that we play. We know that we're going to give up opportunities. We know we're going to lose the ball at times. That works for Nick Moon. And again, 1v1 defending as Owusu was ready to stop that cross. Now Botello Foz. Flag has stayed down for the moment. But Mayaka steps in there along with Dangler. And so we're seeing everything on display right now. Some loose touches for either side, but also defenders are in the right spot.
Now we're seeing that uptick in the tempo from both these teams. Saw moments in the first half where it was just a slower pace. And it can present that itself when you're on the ball, but now we've kind of seen that up and back frenetic pace that we thought we would see hints of in the first half.
Kroll. Costajian. He is washed by Gutierrez. Back to Jake Dangler. Excited to have him back. Dangler from Baltimore, Maryland, the former USL League One champion with South Georgia Tormenta back in 2022. Now Josh Yarrow, he'll carry. Long pops up. Turn possession. Adams. Costajian. This is better from AC Boise right now. Playing the game on their terms. Adams pops up in the channel. Mayaka. Ricketts pumps it across. Just too tall for Costajian. eFootball is here. Live your dream. Rep your team and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Moshaban Into Kostichin. Slipped through towards Among, but the touch eludes him. And a goal kick coming for Union Omaha.
But this has to be a spell that